My name is Desmond Leigh. I'm 26 and I live in Montclair, New Jersey. I grew up playing soccer in Sierra Leone, where I was born. It's a cultural thing. It's the first thing you touch as a kid, it feels like.
My name is Pitts. I am 26 years old and I was born and raised in Montclair, New Jersey. I started playing soccer at 5. It's pretty big in Montclair to play. It's called Kinder Kickers. So everyone kind of plays growing up. And it's just something that I stuck with and I was good at it, so I just kept going with it.
Grew up in Sierra Leone during a civil war, and lucky for me, my family, we had a way to escape the city. And so while there was distress in the city, me and my cousins would always just play soccer in the backyard. Make goals out of whatever you can pick up, make balls out of, sometimes, ball pop, you have to make a new ball. So we have to be creative in how we find our joy and how we keep playing the sport. So 2004, one of the reasons why I went to the US is because my mom passed away. And it was very tragic, but I think it was one of those tragedies in life that leads to the opportunity being made for me. So I thank her for that. Yeah, I mean, the first thing I got was, when I came to the US, was a coat. And it was never cold in Sierra Leone. We have rain season and dry season.
So Madison was one of my teammates growing up. We started playing together. It's her freshman year, my sophomore year in high school. Club soccer, you're always with each other, tournaments, practices. So, you get to know each other pretty well. So hearing about her death was really shocking. And then finding out how she committed suicide. So finding out how and kind of seeing her as a person, it kind of didn't make sense. You've heard about it before, but that's the first time it really hit home, and the first friend that died of suicide. So from there, it was something that I kept with me and used as motivation to keep going, because just her as a player was just she just always went. She was just such a good player, just so casual with it. I got a semicolon in honor of Madison and one of my friends, Noah, just to push me when I see things going rough or times are getting hard, and your story's not over. It's just a little pause there.
In 2018, we created a training company called Irish Training Academy with a friend, and so 99% of the kids we're coaching might not go to that next level, but they can gain that quality decision making and that quality ethics of discipline and all that from soccer and from organized sport.
No matter whether you're high school, club, college, professional, or you just work out for fun, you do things just for fun, you're always going to face some type of adversity. So you might take 2 steps back from that thing that's happened, but how are you going to move forward from it?
Yeah, so this is my first marathon. My biggest fear about running the virtual TCS New York City Marathon is just getting tired early. It'll really eat me up if I don't finish, and that means I'll come back next year then.
He's as competitive and motivating, so being able to have each other side by side and have my dad there as well, it's just a push to be all right, I want to at least beat him. Even if it's by a hair, by my throw, I'm gonna beat him. And it's good competitiveness between the 3 of us.
Running a marathon, it's a lot of discipline, it's a lot of focus. You have to watch what you're eating for those training months. You have to watch your running, you have to watch your recovery. So to go back into that training mentality where it's whole encompassing will be really fantastic. And I think I will go back to learning some really good traits I had as a younger athlete to come back. I think I've missed that a bit. So that'll be fun.
Hi everyone, it's Meb, 4-time US Olympic team, going to the 2008 Olympic trials. I was hoping my 9 marathon experience will pay off in a big way and hopefully win my first one as a reigning Olympic silver medalist, but unfortunately I had a little calf issue previous weeks, and I had 7 competitors passed me and ended up getting 8th place, but that wasn't the worst of it. The worst part of it was my good friend Ryan Shea passed away because of a cardiac arrest, and I have to somehow, some way move up forward because I was so devastated with the injury. And but my wife and family, friends kind of support me through the good times and bad times and allow me to be able to just be surrounded. And it was difficult, challenging, but somehow, some way you got to move forward. And I hope that you make your bad days into good days, but be able to just overcome the situations and you know what, keep believing in yourself and your team. Great things can happen later on.
My name is Peter Thomas Fornatale. I'm 48 years old. I live in Brooklyn, coming to you from the world-famous Brooklyn Bunker, and I'm running the TCS New York City Virtual Marathon.
This feels like marathon training. Up before the sun, headed to yoga.
I grew up on Long Island, and I remember I had one friend in particular whose father would run the marathon every year. So from a very young age, that struck me as an incredibly cool thing to do.
Once I click this button, I'm gonna be running these 26.2 miles in a couple weeks. Now what the heck?
At the start of 2019, I started my own media company, In the Money Media. Largely it's podcasts, but also writing and some cool video content, all geared towards helping people enjoy horse racing more and analyzing the sport. I'm also happy to say I do a lot of charity work for a group called the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation, who are doing tireless work ensuring that horses have homes when their racing days are done. They were the founding partner on this In the Money Media Network, and I'm very happy to be doing work with them to this very day. I think one thing that really made me step up my physical fitness in general was the birth of my daughter, Perrin. She's now 7 years old. The idea of trying to lead a healthier lifestyle. I had gotten to a point where I was overweight and had a fairly scary conversation with a doctor at one point. And that just left me in a place where I never thought my body would be capable of stretching out and running longer distances. But in large part, inspired by my daughter and wanting to be healthy and around for her and for my wife, Susan. So the first step was, hey, I'm going to try to run a half marathon. And I enjoyed that one enough that I decided to pursue an international target, which was a half marathon in London. Running a distance race is funny in that what you're looking forward to in many ways is it being over. But that's not a bad thing. It's just from the halves I've done, it's such a wonderful feeling of achievement. And it's also the steps to get there. The training itself, while it can be difficult, I know it's going to have all these positive knock-on effects in terms of my overall health and fitness. So I'm looking forward to the process and I'm looking forward to the aftermath. I'm a little bit scared about the race itself. I end all of my broadcasts the same way. So I'll hearken back to the end of those shows with a little blessing for everybody who's running this year's New York Virtual Marathon. May you win all your photos.
Hi, my name is Vivian Duran-Moy.
And I'm Chris Moy.
And we're running the virtual TCS New York City Marathon.
Back at it. Beautiful Wisconsin. Inching closer and closer to that virtual NYC Marathon. It's getting better. It's getting easier.
It's a gorgeous day out today. Woke up this morning, it was like 55. I'd say it's probably like high 60s right now. Feels good.
Would you say it's marathon weather?
I would.
Hola, soy Carmen Martínez de Paraguay, atleta olímpica. Actualmente me encuentro entrenando en Brasil. Quiero aprovechar para desearle mucha suerte a todos los que estaremos participando en la carrera virtual de la ciudad de Nueva York y desearle muchas fuerzas y mucho éxito a todos.
Hello, this is two-time TCS New York City Marathon champion, Geoffrey Kamwarwa. I'm here at home in Kenya and wishing good training and strong racing to everybody running in virtual TCS New York City Marathon. I hope we'll be back together in 2021.